Today I'm going to talk about this new lace pattern. So some of you probably saw the earring holders that I made before with the spiderweb lace pattern. So I wanted to try something new. This one's a present for a friend who's been giving me free haircuts, which is super nice. And I wanted to make up something new. So I designed this lace pattern, and I can't really decide which way I like it better, upside down or right side up. I decided to frame it upside down this time, just because I think it looks kind of cool. And so today I'm going to show you how to make this lace pattern. If you want to know how to make it into an earring holder, you can watch the video tutorial that I did before with the spiderweb lace. But here's the lace pattern. So I've got my stitch chart, and you can get your own copy of this for free from my website. Just follow the link in the description below the video so that you can work and follow along. Okay. In this earring holder project, I used this yarn that was gifted to me. I got a whole box of hand-me-down yarns, and I don't actually know this brand, so I don't know that you'll be able to find the exact same one that I used. But for this video tutorial, I'm just using a basic acrylic yarn and a size H hook. So the first thing you need to do for this pattern is to chain multiple of 16 stitches plus one extra. I'm going to make my slip knot. So I'm going to do 2 sets of 16 and one more. So 1, 2. Chain 1. And this chain is not going to count as a stitch for this. And I'm going to single crochet in the first chain. And I'll yarn over, skip 1 stitch, and do 5 double crochet in the next stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now I'm going to skip 1 stitch and slip stitch in the next chain. This is anchoring down my fan or shell. Now I'll chain 2 and skip the next 2 stitches. So skip 1, 2. Then I'll single crochet in the next 3. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2. Skip the next 2 stitches and slip stitch in the next stitch. Now I'm going to skip 1 stitch, do 5 double crochet in the next stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then I will skip 1 stitch and slip stitch in the next. I'll skip 1 stitch, double crochet 5 in the next stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip 1 stitch, slip stitch in the next. Chain 2. Skip 2 stitches, then 3 single crochet. 1, 2, 3. Chain 2. Skip the next 2 stitches, slip stitch in the next stitch. And now I'm going to skip 1 stitch, do 5 double crochet in the next. 1, 2, then I'll skip one stitch, and I'll single crochet. If this was in the middle of the pattern, it would be a slip stitch, but because it's the edge, I'm doing a single crochet. Now I will chain 2, 1, 2, and turn the work, and I'm actually going to chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Of course I could have just chained 8, but I didn't think of it, so chain 6. Now I'm going to skip over this big chunk, I'm going to skip over the chain 2 space, I'm going to do 2 single crochets in the first single crochet. 1, 2, 1 single crochet in the next, and then 2 single crochets in the third single crochet. 1, 2. So now I have 5 single crochets here. Now I will chain 6 again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to do a half double crochet over in that slip stitch. You could do a double crochet here. It's not really going to affect the pattern one way or the other. It'll be fine both ways. Then chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Skip over to the set of 3 single crochets. We'll do 2 single crochet, 1 single crochet, 2 single crochet. So we'll have 5 altogether. 2, 3, 4, 5. Then chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I'm going to do another half double crochet in that turning chain. And chain 3. That counts as a double crochet. Turn the work. Alright, now I'm going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Again, I'm going to do 2 single crochets in the first single crochet stitch. 1, 2, and single crochet in the next 3. And 2 single crochets in the last. So I should have 7 single crochets going across. Then chain 5. I'm going to do a front post double crochet around that half double. Then chain 5. Two single crochets in the first. One single crochet in each of the next 3. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 single crochets in the last one. Chain 5. And because this is the turning chain, I'm not going to do a front post because that'll slide along this chain, so I'm going to do a regular double crochet in the second chain here. Okay, then I'm going to turn. This chain does not count as a stitch because I'm switching back to single crochet. I'm going to single crochet in the top of this double crochet. And then I'm going to do 1 single crochet that goes around both of these 2 chains. Hooking them together like that. Then I'm going to chain 2, single crochet in the last chain before the single crochet, or it's not single crochet, slip stitch. So I'm anchoring down my chain so that I can do those fans. So now I'm going to skip 1 stitch and do 5 double crochet in the next single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, skip 1 stitch and slip stitch. This is the middle of those 7 single crochets that I'm slip stitching into right now. Then I'm going to skip 1 stitch and do 5 more double crochets in the next stitch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is interesting. It's the first time I've done it with this thicker yarn. It still works. Okay. Skip the last single crochet and slip stitch into the first chain stitch to anchor down that fan. Then chain 2. Now we're going to do a single crochet across both of these chains, and a single crochet in the top of the front post double crochet. And this one, it tends to twist up as I do the first single crochet, so you might have to dig for that stitch a little bit. And then 1 more single crochet around these 2 chains. So you should have 3 single crochets here, and then chain 2. Slip stitch in the last chain before the single crochet. Then skip the first single crochet, 5 DC in the next single crochet. And skip 1 single crochet, slip stitch in the middle, skip the next stitch, 5 double crochet in the next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Skip the next stitch, slip stitch in the first chain, then chain 2. We're at the end here. I'm going to single crochet around both chains, and then I'm going to single crochet into the turn chain, which would be 1, 2, 3. If I can. Okay, I'm going to chain 1 to turn. That does not count as a stitch. Do a single crochet in the first single crochet, 2 single crochets in the next single crochet. 1, 2. Now we'll chain 6. And do a half double crochet over that slip stitch. Chain 6. Two single crochet in the first single crochet. You should be getting a feel for the pattern now. It's starting to repeat from the beginning. A single crochet in the middle, 2 single crochets in the last single crochet, so now we'll have 5. So before, this is how we started over here. We had the 3 single crochets, then the 5, and then 7. So now we're over here, we've got the 3 single crochets and now the 5. So next row we'll do 7 over here. Chain 6. Half double crochet in the slip stitch. Chain 6. And we'll do 2 single crochet in the first single crochet, and a single crochet in the second. Then we'll chain 1 to turn. Again, that does not count as a stitch. Single crochet in the first, single crochet in the second, 2 single crochet in the third. And then we will chain 5. Front post double crochet over that half double, chain 5, two single crochet in the first single crochet, then a single crochet in the next 3 if I can. Two single crochet in the next. So now we have 5 single crochets there in the middle, then chain 5. Front post double crochet over that half double, chain 5. Two single crochet in the first single crochet, and then 1 in each of the next 2. Alright, now we're getting somewhere. I'm going to slip stitch in the first stitch. Don't really have to on this first row, but I like to just for consistency. I'm going to skip 1 stitch and do 5 double crochet in the next. One, two, three, 4, 5. Skip the next single crochet and slip stitch in the first chain, then chain 2. Again, I'm going to single crochet across both chains, single crochet in the top of the front post double crochet, and single crochet over the next 2 chains, chain 2, slip stitch in the last chain stitch before the single crochet, skip the first single crochet, 5 double crochet in the next stitch, skip the next single crochet and slip stitch in the next, skip the next stitch, 5 double crochet in the next, skip the next stitch, slip stitch in the first chain, and chain 2. Single crochet over both of those chains, single crochet in the top of the front post double crochet, single crochet over the top of both chains, and chain 2. And then slip stitch in the last chain before the single crochet, skip the first single crochet, 5 double crochet in the next. Then skip a stitch, slip stitch in the last stitch. Okay, so from this point on, it really does repeat. So this, when it's not stretched out, it really looks a lot like a heart, which I think is interesting. But when you stretch it, it starts to look different. So I encourage you to play around with this, give it a whirl. I think I'll crochet just a couple more rows just so you can see the pattern a little bit better. You see that? Ooh. So this would be a half double crochet, so I'll do 2 and turn. I'll do 6 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I did 3 more rows. The repeat is a 6-row repeat, so I just went from the top of this one to the top of this one. So you can see how they kind of nest together a little bit. And when they're not stretched out, they look like hearts. These things kind of pop out a little bit, which is kind of fun. And when you stretch them, that's what they look like. Upside down, I think they kind of look like moths flying or dancers dancing. They give me this feeling of twirling, like it could be. I've had some people tell me that it looks like a whale tail, which is kind of cool, or a mermaid tail. It's kind of a fun pattern, a little bit different. And that's how you make it. I hope you enjoy this tutorial and have lots and lots of fun crocheting. Don't forget to subscribe down below if you want to see more videos. Have a great day.